CEVA stock is in a strong bullish trend. It's 200-day moving average. This one is sloping bullishly upwards, and just like the broader market, and indeed tech and IT and AI related stock, it has given up some of the gains it printed as of the 26th of February of this year, 2025, and also like the broader market. It's rallied on the 9th of April when we had that abrasive short covering rally, and also unlike maybe Nvidia, for instance, it's holding up, a lot more. Nvidia had a double bottom, has had a double bottom. It just hasn't really had anything like that. It's holding up, and yeah, we'll come back to what's going on right now on its chart. So if you wondered what the company does, the company provides silicon and software intellectual property solutions to semiconductor and original equipment manufacturer companies in the US, Europe, Middle East, the Asia Pacific, and indeed internationally. The company offers a Penta G2, a 5G slash 5GA baseband platform, Penta G RAN, a hardware and software IP for implementing L1 5 baseband processing in 5G and 5GA base station and all the cellular infrastructure system on chips, and indeed much more. So I think the company it does provides, yeah, like I said, intellectual property solutions to semiconductor and regional OEM companies. This is for communications between some of these hardware and other stuff and signal processing and stuff like that. So coming back to what the chart does, what we have on the chart, as things stand right now, what the algos that is behind these projections and extrapolations may have observed for CEVA stock over the next 1 month is that there's a good chance, there's a probability that the trend that is currently building up, or rather, there's the trend that is currently building up is likely to yield some profitability. That is why we now have an extrapolation to the upside for the stock. We have a high of 28.24 by the 29th of May. It could even be more than that, but this is just the extrapolation. And at the same time, it may not pan out. This may not turn out to be true. But based on the data surrounding the stock, based on what has happened before, based on what is going on right now, what is the prevailing circumstances, the broader market has weakened. There's calculation that in the medium term, the market may have printed a bottom, but this does not mean that we're going to go and print an all-time high in the S&P 500. In the medium term, there seem to be a bottom. That is probably what may have governed this extrapolation we have to the upside for CEVA. So as things stand right now on this daily charts, we have let's see now. What do we have projections? We have we don't have any downward projection. Everything is an upper projection. Yet another validation that the algos are calculating that things are looking positive. The probability of it retesting previous highs might be there. So we have 27.54 upper projection, 29.67, 30.99. And we have in future these projections like this. For instance, you can see this 33.94 may prove to be a bit difficult. We can see two occasions when it wasn't able to really break through. It broke through here, but it still didn't go that far off. So it still respects that claim that this resistance is quite a potent one. This it didn't go through. So this is also one as well, even though it broke through, but still came back. So this is a potential resistance. We can see we have it here as well too. This is 37.38, but we are talking about in the future. So we could even quickly have a look and see the sort of projections we have. What are the probabilities we have here? 30.95, 30.95. Let's see what we're gonna have. Where this is where the probabilities, the moving averages are. From here, we'll get an idea of the sort of probability we will that is associated with a move towards those sort of levels. So the projection we have in mind is let's see now, is 31.57. So you can see the 10-day, all the moving averages apart from the last one, which that last one is the 200-day moving average. All the moving averages are higher than the projection we are looking at right now. We are looking at a projection of 31.57. So because all these moving averages are higher, there's a good chance that the probability of it, of false printing and surpassing 31.57 is most certainly more than 50%. Yeah. So more on the some statistical data on CEVA. So this is from the London Stock Exchange Group. So CEVA is currently has a risk rating of 5, which is significantly below the S&P 500 index average rating of 8.5. On days when the market is up, CEVA shares tend to outperform the S&P 500 index. However, on days when the market is down, the shares generally decrease by more than the index. In both short-term and long-term periods, CEVA has shown high correlation with the S&P 500 index. Thus, this stock would provide only low levels of diversification to a portfolio similar to the broader market. However, over the past 90 days, CAVA shares have been more volatile than the overall market, as the stock's daily price fluctuations have exceeded that of 90%, 99% of the S&P 500 index firms. So it's a highly volatile stock. And yeah, just have a look and see what you make of CEVA. And in the coming days, I will continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.